Laser here with another tech video for you guys today, and today I bring you guys a unboxing, installation, as well as a review video on the best skins ever full body protection for the iPhone 4. This was sent to me for review from the company Best Skins Ever. If you don't know what they are, there's similar product to like Invisible Shield or Rapso, however, for pretty much almost half the price. So they're a lot more inexpensive for pretty much the same amount of protection that you would get from the other two companies. But anyways, let's take this thing open to see what we get, and that should be for the iPhone 4. Alright, comes in that envelope, and that's actually pretty much it. So put that off to the side. So here's Best Skins Ever. Get an envelope, and so get two of them. So we'll just pop the first one open first. And this one's probably for the instructions. Alright, so here are the, looks like just the instructions on how to apply it, and just gives you warnings and stuff on how to, you know, don't put water, do not up. Alright, so here's the instructions on how to apply it onto the device, very simple. And the last thing, it should be our skin for the iPhone 4. Take this out. Alright, so what you get in terms of the skin itself, you actually get two skins for the iPhone 4. They sent, I think they sent two for me in case I screw up the first time around. But assuming I don't screw up the first time around, I'm going to give you guys, for those of you iPhone 4 users, I'll give one full set, full body Best Skins Ever skin for the iPhone 4 to one of you guys in a giveaway. So yeah, anyways, this is what you get. First, of course, you get the skin for the front, or so the first thing you get, of course, is the skin for the front of the device, as well as the home button, and of course the second one is for the back of the device, as well as the sides as well. So you pretty much, like it says, get full body protection. So I'm going to, well, usually when you apply this stuff, it really takes time and patience. So I will show you guys applying the, for example, the back of the iPhone 4, and then I'll just through the magic of YouTube show you guys what it all looks like when it's all done. So without further ado, let's put this thing on the back. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, of course, is make sure your device is clean, free of dust, fingerprints, and all that. So I just use, you know, a microfiber cloth to keep it nice and clean. And then the next thing, of course, is you have to make your kind of homemade solution here. The instructions will tell you how to make it. It's pretty much just water and a bit of soap. And once you have that done, I threw mine in the spray bottle, but you don't have to do that. You can just use like a bowl or something. And so first off, you want to wet your hands. The next thing, of course, is peel the back of the skin off. And be careful not to pull it too hard, or else you might stretch the skin. And once you have that done, just wet the skin on the back here. Do not spray water on your device, because that's not good. And once you have that done, just kind of lay it on, make sure everything's lined up, and just, you know, wiggle off any excess water. Alright, and do have, like, you know, a few cloths nearby to absorb any water, because you don't want it to enter the iPhone, of course, which would not be good. And it looks like it's pretty much a near perfect fit. So just make sure everything's lined up, and once you have that done, and like I mentioned, do take your time with this, which is why I'm only doing the video on one part, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see like a 20-minute video of me installing this. So easiest way to line the back skin, of course, is with the camera hole. And once you got that lined up, it should be pretty much good to go. So they do recommend using like a credit card or something to, you know, push out all the water, but I just use a cloth in my finger, because I think that works a little bit better, in my opinion, of course. But do what you think is best. And do note, guys, there might be a few little like micro bubbles around it, so if you see that, they'll eventually go away after like 24 hours. So it's not going to look perfect once you finish putting it on, but it should look like it's just about good to go. Alright, so you guys can see here I got the best skins ever applied to my iPhone 4, and for wondering why we're in a different environment, it's actually been about a little over a week now, so the skin has definitely finished curing, and it's pretty much cured right to the phone, which is a good thing. But anyways, what I mean by cure is it does take, best skins ever states it takes 24 hours for the skin to cure onto the iPhone 4, meaning, you know, for the water to evaporate and so on. But anyways, this is what it looks like. You guys can see here. The great thing about the best skins ever that it keeps the overall look of the iPhone 4 without compromising the aesthetic look of it. Now, the one thing I will note though is I did apply the rear protection as well as the side protection, which is my most favorite thing about this, and I didn't apply the front one because I had a screenshot on front and I didn't really want to waste it. However, I did apply the home button protector as well, but I'll just get into that very soon. But anyways, in terms of the best skins ever, the one thing I will note about this material is that it's not a hard plastic like screen shield, so it is a bit I'm not sure if this is the right word, but it is a little bit malleable. And what I mean by that is if I take my fingernail here and I put a little gash on it, you guys can see here it kind of leaves a bit of an indent into the skin here. So it does, obviously it's not going to harm your iPhone 4 by doing that, but it does affect the aesthetic look of it as well. But yeah, it's my only little bit concern about this, as it does eventually go away. However, it does stay in there for quite a little while, but like a couple of days or something. But it is a very malleable material in my opinion. It does stay on. It's not going to peel off anytime soon or anything like that, assuming that you do get it on. But that's just one thing to note. The other thing is just like Invisible Shield, Rapsol, and this product here, Best Skins Ever, they all tend to have this orange peel effect. Now, I don't know if you guys can really notice on the iPhone 4 here, but it does have that bit of an orange peel effect. And if you know what that means, just take an orange, feel the top of it. You guys see it's like little bumps. It's not perfectly smooth. It's kind of the same thing with with the Best Skins Ever. So it doesn't like ruin the look or anything, but when you shine it on things against the light, then you will notice it's not perfectly smooth as the iPhone 4 itself. So that's just one thing to know. One of the things I like about the Best Skins Ever is their precision in terms of their craftsmanship of the skin here. You guys can see here it's a perfect cutout around the camera hole as well as the flash, and it's pretty much an edge-to-edge perfect cut for the back shield here. One of my favorite things, like I mentioned earlier, is the side protection. It literally is the side protection. I'm pretty amazed of the craftsmanship that Best Skins Ever put in the side protection here. Well, pretty much the entire body, but the side protection here, it covers the entire antenna here perfectly. It doesn't overlap, it doesn't underlap, if that made sense, but goes all the way across here, all the way down right around the microphone here, or the speaker. One of these is a microphone speaker, all the way around right to the edge of the 30-pin connector, and then it starts here again around the speaker, goes all the way around. There's actually a cutout for the SIM eject card here, but I left the piece here it's supposed to peel off on it just to protect it as well. Keeps going around, goes perfectly around the power button here, and stops at the headphone jack, and of course then repeats, go around here, and perfectly around the ringer vibrate switch and back to the volume keys here. So I'm pretty amazed how perfectly cut out the side protection is, because one of the things about the iPhone 4 is that the sides, the antenna around the iPhone 4, it's the most scratchable thing you could say over rather than the glass, because glass is pretty resilient, but the side protection here, or the sides I mean, it's not so much. But anyways, so that's the side protection. The front protection here, obviously this is not the Best Skins Ever, but it's pretty much the same thing. You get a cutout for the FaceTime HD or FaceTime camera, the speaker phone, as well as the light sensor on the top here, and of course you do get a protection for the home button as well, which is one of my, it's just the little things that makes this product worthwhile. And the nice thing about having a cutout for the home button here is that not only you get protection for the home button since it's plastic, but also it makes it level with the rest of the skin. So when you're adding an extra, like for when you put a screen shield on, you're adding an extra layer of extra layer of film. So that kind of makes the home button a little bit kind of like when you're sliding your thumb over to use it, which most people probably use their thumbs to press it. It feels like you're kind of pushing your thumb into a hole. When you put a shield on it, it kind of levels it with the rest of the film, so it feels a bit more I don't know, it just feels better. I know it's not the right term, but it just feels better that way. But also it just makes it more easier to press because everything's all level. If that makes a bit more sense. But you know, it's just still little things that makes it worthwhile. Anyways, the one thing I want to know, when you do put the front Best Skins Ever shield on, and this is from past experience, at first when you fire up your iPhone 4, it's gonna look like, you know, a bit of a rainbow effect, and that's because there's water underneath the skin. So like Best Skins Ever recommends, give it 24 hours for it to cure, and that water will evaporate, and your screen should be crisp and clear again. But anyways, overall, is this product worth it in comparison to Invisible Shield and like Rapsol? Best Skins Ever is quite a bit more cheaper than Invisible Shield and Rapsol. I will post the price in the description or in the annotations here, but it is significantly cheaper. But for the price you're paying, for the craftsmanship is just as good, if not better, because everything is perfect around the iPhone 4, and of course you get full body protection for your phone as well, and of course it keeps your overall aesthetic look. The one thing I will note though is, unlike cases, I wouldn't necessarily say these types of protection, in other words, you know, Invisible Shield, Rapsol, Best Skins Ever, they don't really replace cases, because cases provide drop protection, which this will not. This will protect your phone from scratches, maybe little you know, nicks and bruises, but in terms of, you know, dropping your phone onto the floor, you can still get dents, you can still damage the inside, you can still crack the glass. So the nice thing about Best Skins Ever though is, if you have, say, Apple's bumper here or some other type of silicone case like the Autobox commuter case, it will work with the skin on top of it, so you kind of get double protection. And one of the things with the Apple bumpers is they tend to scratch the side of the iPhone here for some reason. I guess dust and stuff just gets inside and the bumper kind of rubs around. But so yeah, you can combine these two products, which is kind of nice, so it gives a bit more flexibility of using both of these products. But overall, guys, I think it's a pretty cool product. Best Skins Ever, like I mentioned, cheaper than Invisible Shield, but you know, same amount of protection, the same amount of quality as well. And the craftsmanship, like I mentioned, is pretty very, very nice and pretty precise for what you're paying for. But anyways, do I recommend this product? Definitely I do. And again, this was sent to me by review from Best Skins Ever, and I do have a second set from Best Skins Ever that they sent me 2 sets for the iPhone 4 in case I screw up. So because I didn't really screw up with this one here, I will give that one away in a future giveaway along with something else. So yeah, I look forward to that, and that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this, and that's my review of the Best Skins Ever for the iPhone 4 here. If you're tired of cases and you want to try something else, definitely give Best Skins and definitely give Best Skins Ever a shot if you're interested in that type of protection. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next video. Peace.